Prison, a single word, heavy with connotations. We imagine cold concrete, steel bars, the clanging of metal gates. But what truly lies beyond those walls? The reality is far more complex. A tapestry woven with fear, violence, and despair, but also moments of resilience, camaraderie, and hope. This is a world where every action, every interaction carries weight, where the deprivation of freedom extends beyond physical confinement, seeping into the mind and spirit. The following exploration is not for the faint of heart. It is a journey into the heart of a system often shrouded in secrecy, a system that demands scrutiny and reform. Prepare yourself, for the truth is rarely easy to digest.
The physical environment of prison is immediately dehumanizing. Cramped cells, poor sanitation, and the constant presence of noise and surveillance take a toll. The lack of privacy is relentless. But it is the psychological impact that leaves the deepest scars. Isolation from loved ones, the crushing boredom of routine, and the constant threat of violence create a breeding ground for anxiety, depression, and PTSD. Many inmates struggle with the trauma of their past, compounded by the trauma of incarceration itself. This can manifest in self-harm, aggression, and difficulty reintegrating into society upon release. The cycle of punishment often continues long after the sentence is served.
The question of gang affiliation is complex. Some view it as a necessary evil, a form of protection in a dangerous environment. Gangs provide a sense of belonging, a support system within the chaos. However, this protection comes at a cost. Joining a gang often means engaging in violence, drug dealing, and other criminal activities. It deepens the cycle of criminality, making it harder to escape the grip of the prison system. The decision to join a gang is rarely made freely. It is often driven by fear, desperation, and the lack of alternative options. This highlights the need for rehabilitation programs that offer genuine support and opportunities for personal growth.
The price of survival. Perhaps one of the most disturbing realities of prison life is the prevalence of sexual violence. Inmates, particularly those who are young, perceived as weak, or from marginalized communities, are vulnerable to exploitation and abuse. A culture of silence often surrounds these acts, fueled by fear of retaliation and the belief that reporting will lead to further harm. This creates an environment where perpetrators act with impunity. To survive, inmates may resort to trading goods or services for protection. This can range from food and cigarettes to sexual favors. This underground economy further perpetuates a system of exploitation and violence, leaving many feeling trapped and dehumanized.
Degrees of darkness. While all prisons share certain inherent challenges, it is important to acknowledge that not all facilities are created equal. Some prisons are notorious for their brutality, overcrowding, and lack of basic human rights. Others, while still operating within a flawed system, strive to provide opportunities for education, rehabilitation, and reintegration. They offer vocational training, counseling services, and even college courses. The disparity between the worst and best prisons highlights the urgent need for systemic reform. We must move away from a purely punitive approach and towards a system that prioritizes rehabilitation, restorative justice, and the reduction of recidivism. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Above all, stay informed and stay vigilant.